So, what is it about the narcissist that goes on inside of their mind? I mean, this is a question that we have all kind of wondered at some point. What goes on inside of their mind? Why do they behave the way that they do? Watch this video because I'm going to explain all of it. Hello and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about what goes on inside the mind of a narcissist. I guess it's something that we have all wondered, or something that has crossed our minds probably quite regularly. Now, what I will say is look, I'm not a narcissist, but I know that I'll probably get those comments from those people in the comments section below, but anyway, we move. So I don't know 100% inside the mind of a narcissist. This is all speculation, this is all opinion. But I wanted to kind of make this video to guide you or to help you to understand some of the common things that a narcissist may think and how this has shown up perhaps maybe in my experience working with people with personality disorders. Now, they're not all the same because we're talking about a personality disorder. So not every personality disorder is going to be the same. However, there are some certain traits and certain characteristics that will determine why this person will behave in this way. But I would say I will leave it up to your interpretation and watch this video with an open mind. Remember, we can never know 100% what is going on in someone's mind. It is all going to be speculation, and it is all going to be kind of trying to work it out the best way that we can. But with that being said, I just want to say that I do go live on this channel once a week. And if there is any questions or there's something on your mind, I would say join the live because you could be getting your question answered. If you are interested in joining the live or you want more information, I would say please see the description box, but also do check out the community tab because I do a lot of like up-to-date posts on there. So do check it out. Okay, let's get to it. So inside the mind of a narcissist. Look, for a narcissist, their main concern is about getting their needs met. Like that's what's going on in their minds. They are looking for opportunities and situations that they are able to get what they need from that person or from that situation. So they become very hypersensitive, hypervigilant, looking around, looking at people and things. So for example, it makes it a lot more easier if you are in a relationship or you're a family member, because the narcissist would have worked you out. They would have watched your body language, studied your facial expression. They already know what your triggers are. So they are going to be using triggers to be able to manipulate, to be able to control you into submission. So they know how you are going to react. They know that if they say A, you're going to react in this way. If they say B, you're going to react in another way. So this is all about kind of pressing your buttons because they need to be in control of the outcome. Now, the reason why they want to be in control all the time, and this is why it's such a big thing, especially when you are around narcissists, you'll realize that for a lot of them, it's about gaining control over a situation or over a person. And the reason, my friends, the reason why this becomes so intensely important for the narcissist is because they want to know what happens next. They are quite anxious, and for them, in order to settle their anxiety, they need to know what the next bit is going to be. They need to know how you are going to react. They need to know whether they can have full control over you, because if they have full control over you, then they can manipulate you. They can tell you something and you're going to believe it. They can do something and it's going to make you perform or behave in this particular way. Now, narcissists do this because they know, all right, that their whole world is built on an illusion, that a lot of it isn't true. And the reason why it's done like this is because they hide who they really are. If you really think about it, right, why would someone have to continuously lie all the time? Okay, they're lying because they're hiding something. They don't want to show you something from themselves. Okay, so when someone is lying to that degree, to that pathological level, okay, that person wants to hide something. So it could be hiding their past. It could be that they feel anxious. It could be that they don't really feel confident within themselves. It could be that what the things that they have told you aren't exactly true. So there's a lot of reasons why a narcissist will lie. And they want to hide this. They don't want you to know about it. Because for them to be vulnerable, to be open, makes them very, very nervous. And when they feel vulnerable, when they feel nervous because they're trying to hide all of this, okay, this makes them feel very open. Meaning when they feel open, when they feel like people know about them, that they are showing their emotions, they're telling you how they think, this exposes them, all right? And because they know that their past, they know that something isn't right, they don't feel confident within themselves, this for them makes them feel weak, and this shows weakness. They believe that emotions show weakness. So they're not going to be vulnerable with you. They're not going to be open because they want to hide this part of themselves. It's because it comes from deep-rooted childhood trauma. Okay, and so they know that their upbringing was traumatic. They know that what's happened in their past isn't exactly accepted by a community. These are their interpretations. So this is why they're always trying to hide. This is why they're always trying to tell lies so that you don't find out the actual truth. What's happened to them in their past has been quite devastating for them, and this is how they have interpreted this. This is why they need to hide it. This is why it feels for them like it's one of the worst things that could have possibly ever happened. And for them to open up and to be able to show you this, or to be able to disclose this in therapy, for example, would mean that they would have to relive that trauma, relive those experiences or experience that they have had. And they have spent a whole lifetime trying to push that down, not deal with it. You know, they've tried to hide from it. So if they are suddenly going to be able to be met with this and have to disclose it, this is going to be very hurtful for them. This is going to be it's out of their typical norm. So they're not going to be able to handle what happens next. So this is why therapy, this is why them opening up will not work. Again, this is my opinion. I feel like it's not going to work in this case. You see, these are processes, okay, that the narcissist has put in place to be able to defend themselves. These are defense mechanisms, okay, to be able to protect themselves. So they don't feel happy. They don't feel confident in the world. All right, which is why they have all these defense mechanisms. This is to protect them so that they don't let anyone in, so that no one knows, you know, about their inner thoughts, their inner workings. This is why when you unmask a narcissist, when you expose them, when they say, yeah, we see what you're doing, we see past you, you know, this for them is very traumatic because they have been exposed. They know what they're doing. All right, they know what they are doing is wrong and they shouldn't be doing that, which is why they lie, which is why they have this kind of mystery around this, why they don't show or tell their past, because it is so painful for them. And because working through it is also so scary and actually so challenging for them, they're not going to do this, which makes it even worse. Now look, this is the reason why the narcissist does these things, okay? When you have a personality disorder, all right, you're not able to regulate your emotions. So the way that you perceive your environment, the way that you see things around you, you are unable to regulate your emotions. So this is why you look to others to be able to provide you that. This is why they look for supply. They look for other people to make them feel good because they can't do it themselves. All right, so they don't see the world around them in the same way that me or you would. They see it skewed. They see it through their perception, which again is skewed. They don't see it in the same way. So they are unable to regulate or self-soothe their emotions, which is why, okay, look, think about it. When they're putting you down, when they're making you feel awful, when they're blaming you, all right, this is their ego. This is their internal self-narrative that is having a go at them, that's making them feel bad all the time. So if they unload it, unleash it onto you, that means that that energy, that ego, those thoughts, everything, they're going to have someone to blame. They've got someone to direct this energy to, which is why you always get the brunt of it, which is why you are always blamed, because it's a release. This is what, everything that they have said to you, this is what's going round in their mind. This is their negative self-talk. All right, this is what they are trying to hide, this negativity. They're trying to push that down, deflect, lie, so that you think that they are this amazing person. And this is why they put you down, because they are unloading all of that onto you. And they're making you believe that you are the one that is in the wrong, that it's you that is the issue here, right? Does that make sense? Because if they do that, then they don't see themselves as the bad person. It gives them permission to be able to do the things that they do, to be able to go and leave, to be able to go and cheat, to be able to say these things to you. This is why they do it. It's almost as though they need that permission, but they give that permission themselves. Does that make sense? They give that permission themselves because of their maladaptive way of seeing or interpreting the world around them. This is why this happens. So it becomes a very detrimental disorder, which again, the narcissist most probably doesn't realize that they have. They realize these behaviors that they have, maybe not so much these thought patterns, but having said that, a lot of narcissists know that what they are doing is wrong. A lot of them know that they have narcissistic qualities. A lot of them know that they manipulate and control. Because once they get to a certain age, they realize that, hold on a minute, other people around me don't do this. Like, other people don't actually do this. So they have an idea. Some of them can't put their finger on it and know exactly what this is. But most do. So don't be fooled, all right, when they're in victim mode and they tell you that they don't realize what they are doing. They do. This is why we get hurt so much, because when someone lies to you, that's really hurtful. That's someone betraying you. All right, so this is why for us it becomes really awful. It becomes very strenuous because you're constantly triggered. You're constantly having to feel like you've got to kind of carry the relationship or that family dynamic. It becomes really burdensome. So this is why relationships like this will not last and cannot last in this capacity. So I really should do a follow-up video to this, because there's so much more that I want to talk about, and I know that if I did actually go on and on, this video would be a lot longer than what it actually is. So possibly might do a follow-up video on this topic. If you would like me to, please do put it in the comments below, because I'd love to hear from you. So guys, if you are facing something like this, or if you've been through a narcissistic relationship, or you have a narcissistic family dynamic, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below. I also have a mentorship and a journal club, which I post in there every Monday. And if you're interested in joining, please see the description box below for more details. And I also have a Discord server, which is absolutely free for you to join. It is a community of like-minded individuals, people who are in the community have been through similar experiences that you have, and maybe you would like to connect with some of them. I would say please see the description box below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.